nice to. Or
Okay.
now. Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay, so
Too many.
guys, welcome to the very first episode of
DPG.
DPG. Okay, so DPG, what exactly DPG is, who are we, and what are we planning to do? We are just some people and we like to see the world in gray and not black and white.
Exactly.
And we have a lot of cards, and each card has a prompt or something which is controversial or open-ended basically. So we'll just pick up one card and we'll discuss about those things. Meanwhile, let's just have our introduction. He is philosopher 1, I am philosopher 2, and we are philosophers.
Exactly.
So that is
So,
our introduction, very detailed
much.
introduction.
Yeah.
Okay,
And DPG is Deep Philosophy
group. Yeah, so it's the philosophy group. Okay.
Simple.
Now, so how we are gonna go ahead with it is that we'll take a card, we'll read it out, and we'll just tell our opinions on that. And if you want to have any of the opinions on the same, you can just comment it down.
Exactly. Let
Perfect.
us know your answers.
Yep, exactly. We would love to know your answers, and we would really love if you have some other answers. If you agree with some of our points or disagree with any of our points, just do anything that you want to do on comment section.
Yeah.
But just do something.
Yeah. Do anything. It's fine.
Okay, so we have the first card, which is, can intuitions be a reliable source of knowledge?
Can intuition be a reliable source of knowledge?
Yes. So how I like to do it generally is that I like to pick up each word and define it so that we are on the same page while we are giving our opinions. So intuitions. Intuition is basically,
What is intuition?
I think
Is it?
I think
Can we
it
say
is
it's like a gut feeling?
yeah, it's a gut feeling, maybe like a sixth sense, maybe
A sixth sense.
a sixth sense, maybe.
It's
Some-
something we cannot define.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe like we cannot just give reasoning of why we feel that. It's just an intuition. It's just a feeling that we have. For example, sometimes I know that this guy. Most of the time, it's true.
Yeah. There you go.
But I cannot explain that why that guy is. It's just an answer.
Yeah.
So be a reliable source of knowledge. Reliable source. Reliable source can be that on which we can trust,
Yes.
which cannot go wrong,
Mm.
and we can blindly trust it. Maybe reliable source of knowledge.
Mm.
Now, what is knowledge?
Knowledge.
Can be connected to wisdom.
So,
Is it wisdom?
wisdom,
Maybe.
knowledge, and wisdom, they're completely different. Wisdom is more of the application of knowledge.
Okay.
Knowledge is more along the lines of information,
Theory?
theory,
Theory.
right? And it asks if it's a reliable. So I would consider something reliable if it works, let's say 90% of the time.
Okay.
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 So
Perfect.
if intuition works 90% of the time,
Uh-huh.
I guess it's reliable, but I don't know if it's a reliable source of knowledge,
Knowledge. Okay.
right? So like for knowledge, I believe that there should be some kind of pattern, right? When a pattern is established, then we can pass it off as like, okay, this is valuable information because when
Okay.
I do this, that happens, right?
Okay.
When I press this button, something falls apart over there. Something happens. So
So it's like a basic logical deduction.
exactly. So
Okay.
it's like when I add one apple with another, I have two apples. So that means 1 + 1 = 2.
But I think it's very true for the logical subjects. But then how do you define literature? Literature is also knowledge.
It is.
But literature doesn't really have logics.
But it does have some kind of flow and pattern to it, right?
I
We
don't know.
use.
I mean, does William Shakespeare has some pattern? But I think like the beauty of literature is actually that you do not know that what exactly is gonna happen, and somewhere somehow it just defines your feelings, your emotions, or I don't know.
Maybe the absence of pattern is the pattern, right? Because every other work of literature
Huh?
has a certain pattern and a style to it, but I don't know, maybe someone's style might be the lack of a style, consistently producing something without a signature pattern to it, if that makes sense.
I guess reliable is also something which also comes down to a part of statistics.
Mhm.
I mean, It's a reliable source of knowledge. Now, when you say reliable, it comes from a history of it, like how much has it been true. For example, whenever you say that this machine is reliable,
Yeah.
you know that if I wanted to use it hundred of times, 99% of the times it worked.
Yeah.
So I can say that it is reliable.
Mhm.
I needed some help and I called my friend, and he is the one who is reliable. So maybe out of 100 times when I called him, 95 times he came and helped me. So he's a reliable person.
Yeah.
So when I say that intuition can be a reliable source of knowledge, so we can say that whenever we used intuition, we were actually correct about the thing, and maybe knowledge was not even needed. For example, will it rain today or not? On the basis of knowledge, on the basis of all the scientific research that we can do, we can see the wind patterns, we can see the clouds around, humidity, moisture, and all these things. And we can maybe say that what are the chances of it raining today. But can you tell it by intuition? Some animals can. There are some animals who can predict, who have an intuition that there's going to be tsunami, there's going to be an earthquake, there's going to be something. Maybe it is also dependent on species.
You can also probably systemize that, or you can deduce how did you come to the conclusion, or how did you get the feeling that it's gonna rain. So the process of deducing that is the knowledge of science, right? Why do we look at the moisture and humidity levels and the cloud and these things? Because we know that these are the different factors that play a role in getting a rainy day. So I think they're not mutually exclusive. Like, both can coexist. You can have intuition and these predictive measures. It's just a question of how much knowledge you have, or how well can you predict the outcome, right? So in the case of animals, they have that intuitive feeling, and they know that it's right. Whenever they get that feeling, they have the feeling, oh, it's going to rain, so I have to move somewhere. So most of the time they're right. They just don't know why they're right. Yeah.
Or maybe they know, but they don't know how to communicate that to us.
That's also a point that I cannot argue with.
Obviously,
I don't know.
because like there's a issue that humans put them in the center. They think that if anybody can communicate to us, then only we'll say that it's the knowledge. But there are animals, there are different kind of organisms on this planet who can do a lot of things that even humans cannot.
Yeah.
For example, cockroaches have been like alive for so long. Like there has been no other species. Maybe crocodiles, lizards, and cockroaches have been. I'm not clear about it. We'll have to check it on ChatGPT. But again, there are species who have more reliable, proven record of existence on this planet than us. But it's the ego, or it's the selfishness, or maybe I don't know what's the right word of that.
Yeah, I mean,
for humans, that they think that it's only us who understand things.
But isn't that how we should approach things, right? Because we only know our perspective. You only have your perspective. I cannot put myself in the perspective of a cat. I don't know what the cat thinks. I know what I think. I can see the world through my eyes. So it only makes sense to, build everything based on my perspective. Because it's going to help me, at least.
Interestingly, after I'm just thinking like what will happen after Neuralink. Let's say you put Neuralink in the head of a cat, and the cat can communicate to you in your language, and you can communicate to cat in their language.
That would be very, very interesting.
Exactly. You can get to know that why your dog is barking at 3 a.m. in the morning. You can understand that.
Yeah.
And a dog can understand that where do you go every morning and come back.
Yeah. So you can at least calm down.
Exactly. So maybe that can be a two-way
That would
thing.
be very interesting to know. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I feel like there should be more research done in biology, biochemistry, so that things like this can be possible. Like, we can communicate with not just humans but other organisms.
Interesting.
Imagine you can talk to a tree.
Right. So I was just thinking one thing that so getting back to the topic, can intuition be a reliable source of knowledge? For animals, yes.
Again, is that because you're arrogant?
See, to be honest, until we have the scientific resources or technological resources to justify the things,
Mhm.
I guess humans use their intuition. For example, even in stock market,
Yeah.
people do technical analysis until a point. But
Mm.
even after that, you have a very big chunk of intuition, your gut feeling, which
Yeah.
tells you if you should buy it or you should
sell.
sell it. Obviously, you have stop losses, you have things, you can set your limits on the price that you want to sell, you can buy. But nobody can really predict what's going to happen. Not 100%, obviously. Like
Yeah.
there can be some technical analysis by which you can go close to 100%.
Mm.
But had everybody reached to that point, some people would have been millions. Obviously, they are, but not always. They lose money also.
Yes, of course.
So I guess there's still some chunk of it which they play with their intuition. In the history, if you take any of the emperors, any of the leaders, should they really go for this war or not? They do have some ideas, some reasons, like there are the benefits of the war, some issues with the war. But again, there's that intuition which tells them that, okay, no, we should have this war. Sometimes they are wrong, sometimes they are right.
There was also the case of some U.S. Navy ship. They were I don't know in which waters. I'm not really sure, but there was a flight that was approaching in their vicinity or where that ship was, and they radioed the plane to identify itself, but for some reason the plane didn't reply back.
Okay.
So this happened. They did this, I think, twice or thrice. They sent us like the message saying that, okay, if you don't identify yourself, we're gonna open fire, right? And this plane in question was a civilian aircraft carrying around 200 passengers.
Okay.
So the captain had his they had to wait for the captain's orders to send the missile. All right.
Okay.
And they set everything up. They aimed at the plane and everything was set to fire. All was needed was the captain's word to say fire. But for some reason, he just waited. He waited, and he said, "Okay, let the plane go. It's probably not an enemy aircraft," and he was right. Had he said fire, 200 lives immediately gone.
So, guys, intuition is a thing. Yeah, maybe. So, maybe a final answer is, can intuition be a reliable source of knowledge? Depends on what do you call reliable as. If you're reliable,
Depends on the stakes of the situation.
Maybe. I'll also
if it's high stakes, then would you rely on intuition?
I don't know. Let's just not go there. Maybe let audience decide. But would really love to know your viewpoints on this. This was all that we wanted to have. This is just a start of the conversation. This is the start of the videos.
First of many.
Yeah, exactly. We have so many cars.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and there are more, a double of this. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are a lot more episodes coming. Really looking forward for your support, and would really love if you can share it with your friends who are as you and us.
Yeah. As crazy as us.
And do share your views. Like, what do you think about whatever we said? To be honest, whatever we said, most of it was shit.
Complete nonsense.
Exactly. And that's what the fun of it is.
Yeah.
Because if everything will start to make sense,
then we don't need philosophy then.
We don't need philosophy. The fun of philosophy is that nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
Nihilism.
And we get to keep asking questions.
Exactly.
The questions never
Friedrich Nietzsche. Okay. So cool. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. That was all for this first episode. Let us know what you think about it.
Thank you so much for watching.
Perfect. And yeah, just like, share, and comment, and subscribe.
Bye bye.